Hey lovelies, today I'm going to be showing you how to do this New Year's Eve look. You can use this for whenever you want during the year. I just figured that since it's New Year's Eve and you know, it's kind of the time to have a bit more fun and people are going out, you'll want to have something that will photograph really well. So let's just get started with showing you how to do this look. I've already got my base done and I'll have listed all of the products that I use for my base down below. But what I'll be showing you is how to achieve this eye makeup look and also the lips. Also, everything that I've used is cruelty-free, vegan, not owned by parent companies who test, and also Logical Harmony approved. So let's just jump into the tutorial. So now we've got a base done and I've baked under the eyes. I've used the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder and this is in the translucent shade. Obviously, I have baked the ever-living F out of this to make sure that we don't get any ugly fallout. Right now we need to get started on making the eyes pop. Not like this. This is where we need some tape. We need to keep it crisp. Like, 2018 has been a strange year, to say the least. So, trying to end on a good note is a positive thing, I find. So I'm just gonna angle this up. And because we've already set under the eyes as well, this is probably actually gonna fall off. But that's okay because what I'll do when I'm actually applying my eyeshadow is I tend to hold down the tape as well so we get more of a guide, and you can always use concealer to clear up as well. So as per usual, we're making sure that that line follows the bottom of your eye and you just kind of like extend that up, because then that way you get a shape that is much more flattering to your face shape. So for our eyeshadow, we're using pretty much exclusively Nabla Cosmetics. Ever since I got this Dream palette, I've been so in love. I mean, those colors, guys, they're so beautiful. I'm pointing it out now, I've got the most chipped nails. On actual New Year's, I will have fresh nails, but for now, it's before Christmas, so sorry to shatter the illusion. Anywho, we are taking these, my favorite brushes, and they are from Nabla Cosmetics and I adore them. They are so good. I'm using the Miss Shady Lady brush actually, and we're gonna take Senorita, which is this beautiful pink. Like, oh my word, this pink is gorgeous. And I'm actually just going to go into the crease with this, and we're using swirling motions. And what you want to do is you want this to kind of be intense towards the crease line and then kind of, what's that word? Gradient out. Because I haven't actually put this in another container because that's me. This is Poetry by Nabla Cosmetics and I'm going to use this to actually darken up that crease as well. I'm going to use that same brush because why not? And we're just going to apply this just strictly along that crease line. And what we're going to do now is try to soften this up just up here. So I'm taking Sistina and Illusion and I'm just blending those together. This is using the Blending Bestie brush to kind of get that more warm, neutral look going on up there. Again, you're always applying this in circular motions, not just like a strict windshield wiper. To cut this crease, because that is our next step, I'm using the Kat Von D. This is a Lock-It Concealer in the shade L1. If you saw my dramatic Christmas video, you'll have seen how I actually cut the crease on there as well. So I'm just gonna kind of skip over this a little bit, speed it up because I'm sure that you all know what you're doing. I will just mention that to cut the crease, I'm using the Pigment Packer by Nabla Cosmetics. And I don't really use too much of this product, but we are making sure to go above where our natural crease line is so that when our eyes are open, you can see that beautiful, beautiful color on the lid. It's so weird, like that one eye waters when I'm doing this, it's crazy. So then I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques sponge with the leftover powder from baking and just setting this in place. This is another Nabla Cosmetics shade that I've bought. This is Lotus and this purple is so beautiful. I'm definitely getting way too excited for this. So I'm gonna take another Miss Shady Lady brush. This is a smaller one, it's from a different collection. And I'm gonna pack this all over the lid because this is what we do. Actually, I'm gonna pack this 2/3 the way over the lid. Honestly, this color is just divine. And then using the pigment packer, I want to take a combination of Vanitas. Actually, I just want to take Vanitas. And I'm just popping this on the inner third. Really packing just on that one bit. And then half sort of like fanning that out. Just that little bit there. Just then you have like that bit of differentiation. Now we've got that matched up, let's just rip. Oh, my eyes are watering because I've been so focused. Let's see what the damage is like, guys. Ah, okay, the line's crisp there. The line is crisp. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the baking we just wiped away using the Set and Go brush. So now we're gonna go back in with that brush we've been using. This is Miss Shady Lady, the OG one that we used Senorita for. We're gonna go back in with Senorita and just pop this straight under the lash line. The way that I like to do my makeup is to almost repeat what's on top as what's on bottom, because that way it provides a bit of consistency. I mean, like, you can go hard out with the purple on this. It's just, I find that for me, if I use like a really, really light shade, it kind of, what's the word? It makes my eye look smaller. So now we're going under both of those eyes. With that, we're going to go back in with Poetry. I love this shade as well. It's a really nicely pigmented purple. And to find a vegan purple is oh so difficult. There is Lullaby in this. I just find it's a bit more of a muted purple, whereas I want something with a bit more of a punch. And that's exactly what Poetry is. Before we go in with our inner corner highlight, I'm going to take my Pacifica Magical Multi-Pencil in the color Nude. And we are gonna sort out our waterline with this and like just run it back and forth. Make sure you get a really, really nice high pigment. And I'll show you what it looks like when you've got one done and the other not. Do you see how much more alive my eye looks here? My thing when it comes to people using like a white, yeah, your eyeballs aren't actually white, and if they look like that, then it's been heavily photoshopped. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm so anti that, especially on makeup, because it's like I've got so many flaws on my face. I still show that on Instagram, and I really wish that in 2019 that people wouldn't do that, because it's setting up unrealistic expectations. You can't see how the makeup really performs, and it makes people feel terrible about themselves because all they see is flawless all the time. And we've already had this movement against billboards that do that, so why are we still perpetuating the myths ourselves? Like, just, we've got to be there to build each other up, and I don't believe that fixing stuff with like Facetune and stuff is a positive thing. So that's kind of like my wish for 2019 in the beauty community in particular. I'm going to do the inner corner highlight with Vanitas and just using the Pencil Me In brush by NYE Cosmetics. Just giving ourselves a little bit of a brow highlight. The Eye of Horus. This is the Ancient Pewter Liquid Metals in Silver. And we just gonna go a bit intense with this. Now, part of me is wondering if I should go above and below with this. What do you guys think? You can't tell me because the decision will already be made. So what I'm gonna do whilst I still try and figure out what to do with my eyes, because I'm being indecisive, which isn't really like me, I'm gonna use the Cover FX. This is a matte setting powder in the shade Light. And to contour, I'm using the Nabla Cosmetics. These are the two bronzer shades. The light one is called Gotham and the deeper one is called Cameo. And because I've started to fake tan, I'm going to just start to mix them together. And for blush, I will come back and show you which one I use, because I don't know yet. Now we're a lot more matte, right? Yeah. So obviously I've been using the contour because in pictures, which there will be a lot of pictures. It's New Year's Eve. Who doesn't do that? Especially like you need to hit those first 4 hours. It's got to be done. So I've done my contour, and for blush I've used what I'm now calling the mystery shade because it's by Colourpop, and I've totally forgotten what the name of it is, but it's this one, and I'll find it and I'll put it down below. So you can do a double and fully cut the crease with this and then come down. But what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm just going to come down, do a normal wing liner with this, and then go over with the black and just see how that looks. And then if we want to go a little bit extra, then we can. Okay, so this is also only the second time that I've used this product, so I'm still getting used to it. And because we're having the black liner kind of like come over this, I'm not worried about getting it into the lash line. This is more to create like, you know, that cool peekaboo effect. So guys, what would you say is your 2019 wish? I mean, we've all got our thing that we really want to change in the world. I mean, the amount of stuff I would love to have change, I can't really expect any of it to happen. I just feel like there's a reward for hatred at the moment. And that's kind of been a thing for 2018, and I'd really like to see a wave of kindness in 2019. That's what I'd really like. Kindness and compassion to increase. That's kind of my wish. So we're taking the Kat Von D. This is the tattoo liner. Of course, because I don't use anything else if you know me. But if you do know of an amazing black liner, please let me know. So I find that getting a vegan one, oh, I stole a bit much of the shine there. I just find that getting a vegan one is so difficult. Yeah, so right now I've only got a very subtle silver line. So I'm going to apply my mascara, which is Pacifica Stellar Gaze mascara, and I'm going to be applying my Ardell Demi Whispers lashes, and I'll just be back in a moment. Okay, that was a mission and a half because something has gone wrong with my duo lash glue. So if you can see like little white bits right now, just ignore them, they do not exist. Highlighting using Colourpop. This is flexitarian. I know this is controversial because I'm vegan, but if you want to embrace a flexitarian lifestyle, I seriously fully support you because I think that any reduction is a good thing when it comes to the environment and for the planets. If you are reducing as much as you can, like your animal consumption, including animal byproducts, because that still means you have to kill the animal, then like I think that being flexitarian is a really good thing. Like I said, any reduction is a positive thing. So if you want to take up the challenge, I know that Veganuary is kind of a thing, but I would really like to see people in 2019 take up like 1 day a week, maybe. I don't think that's too much to ask, and also there are so many amazing vegan recipes out there. Oh my word, like I think that 2019 there'll be even more amazing vegan stuff. And don't you hate it when that happens? I might still be able to get the last dregs out of this, but anyway, this is the Wet n Wild gel lip liner in the shade, oh, it's Never Pedal Down. I really like those lip liners, they're nice and creamy. But now we're taking Big Break. This is by Colourpop. So now just to set this. But yeah, I really would like to know in the comments down below what you are planning for 2019 and what your wish is and the influence that you want to have on the world, I guess. Because I like to try and use my time to inspire others and provide useful reviews for you on products and stuff. So that's kind of like how I want to have a positive impact on the world. But what about you? What are the things that you want to do for 2019? Because I feel like we're closing the end of another decade and things in the world can be kind of grim. So it's actually really important that we do our part in making the world a bit more of a positive place. So I'd be really interested to see what you guys are planning for next year, for sure, or this year, depends on when you're watching this. So yeah, that is the full finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, maybe found out some other things that you might want to try, because I feel like, you know how we've gone through all the rusts and stuff, I think that purple should be making a definite comeback. And this is like purple and rose gold, and I just think it looks stunning and beautiful. And I think this look is a lot of fun, plus it will photograph really well. So I hope the lovelies enjoyed this. Have a wonderful 2019. I really hope that whatever goals you've got in mind, that you're able to achieve them. And one of my goals for you would be to obviously subscribe to this channel, because I put out new videos every week, and I'm going to be reviewing a whole bunch more products, which I'm very excited to do. And yeah, I really am so passionate about promoting and reviewing accurately and honestly cruelty-free and vegan makeup. So I really want you to join me on this journey. Try and transition if you can, and also you know, trust me, with this skin, you'll be able to see how it performs on like the worst sort of surface. So then on your probably amazing flawless skin, how you can see it will work amazingly for you. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!